So for a while now, I've wanted to do a video series where I develop some programming project from scratch, and now I have I think the perfect project for it. I've been playing with plain text accounting recently, and the tools available aren't very simple, I would say. Ledger is written in C++. It has a lot of big dependencies. Ledger is written in Haskell, also has a lot of dependencies. I think it would not be too difficult to develop some tools in simple suckless style to do the same stuff that these more complicated tools do. So that's what we're gonna try to do here. So I'm gonna call it sledger. I don't know, I might change the name later. And I'll make I guess in this first video, a reasonable target would be to parse one posting in the ledger journal format. So let's make a sample journal, and we'll make a posting in it. Something like that. And we're gonna try to write a parser for this. So we have a date, a description, an account, an amount, and a unit currency. And I'm not sure if there should be a space there or not, but we can write a parser that is flexible in that regard. So we have our journal. Let's start writing a parser. First we need to read the data, and we look at the man page. And we'll create a buffer to read it into. And we'll read from standard in. So for now, let's just print out the length of the buffer to make sure that we're reading it correctly. Count should really be a LU, I think. And good, so it appears our file is 50 characters long. Of course, for larger files, we're gonna have to read it in a loop, or read it into a dynamic sort of buffer or something. But for now, this will do, since we only have a 50 character file and we just want to parse it. So what's next? I guess we should parse the date. Yeah, so let's see. So I guess while let's have a pointer into the buffer that starts at the beginning. And well, 1 minus buffer is less than count. It's C-type. Yeah, C-type. We will take the year. Something like that should give us the year. We can print that out to make sure it actually does. Nope. Okay. Oh, we have to increment the pointer. There we go. And then we can check that we have a dash. Obviously this isn't very clean code, but I want to sort of figure out what I'm doing first before I rewrite it. So and then we can do the same thing again for the month. The same thing again for the day. We'll see whether this works. And indeed, it does. So that is the date parsed. And we should probably add some. This obviously isn't ideal because we're not actually checking down here whether we overflowed or it is not a digit, so we need to have some sort of check there. So let's see. because then yeah, this is pretty ugly. And we're also not validating that the month and day are valid. And we're not accounting for overflows. So, let's see. I guess we can change that to 13, and of course it'll still work, but we want it to not work. So yep. Of course the year can be whatever we want, any positive number. And we're not even allowing for negative numbers because we're not checking for a minus sign in front. Of course, we probably want to check the day using the number of days in the particular month. I wonder how we could do that. Because I don't want to write any date code, date handling code really. I'd rather offload that to a library or something. So I guess we'll just go with this for now and finish parsing the format, finish writing a parser for the format. So let's just make sure that the length in characters is less than or equal to 2 for both of these. Don't know if we actually any larger number will be covered by this case, so but this will help. This will help us avoid the overflow here before we check that month. And same thing for the day. And then we can, if we can parse the rest of it. I want to use something like stir chart to find a new line, if there is a new line. Or rather memchar, because we're not our buffer won't necessarily terminate with a null character. So if we're still below the limit, then and we don't have a space, then return 1, and add 1 to the pointer. Then look at the memchar, see the signature, pointer minus is count minus minus buff will give us the length of the rest of the buffer, and we want to look for a new line. And this will give us a pointer to the new line. I should change this to posting. And we'll make a pointer to the description. And let's actually make a entry for that there. And obviously we don't want all this sitting in main by the end. We're going to pull it out into a different function. For now I'm just writing it in main because it's easy. Posting up day equals day. Then we can we can do stir and dupe. Stir and dupe. Something like that should do it. Posting that disk, close that. We can print it out. All this code I'm writing very easily could be riddled with off by 1 errors, but that's why I have this print statement at the bottom to sanity check all my potential off by 1 errors and make sure they're not actually happening. Okay. Oh yeah, we need to do that. Cool. Where? Oh, I didn't change this back to yeah, there we go. So that's the, I guess, metadata for the posting, the date and the description. Now we need the actual the accounts and then the values being exchanged. So you can set the pointer to the new line +1, and then again we have to check every time that we're actually below the count. Actually, we can't do this. We should probably do something like this. Because otherwise we're gonna, NL will be undefined. So we want to break out of that earlier. So if we still have data, probably want to check for some white space at the beginning of the line, because we have this white space here. And let's see, how do we do this? Okay, so we can, if not is space, I think. Yeah, is space. If the pointer isn't space, then we return 1. We break out early, and then we do while space pointer ++. So we get past all the space at the beginning of the line. Actually, to simplify it, we can be a little bit stricter and just say if it's not a tab, that way we can say we only have a tab at the beginning of the line. I don't know if that's actually how other ledgers deal with that, but that's what we'll do for now, for the sake of simplicity. Pointer ++, and then we should be able to parse the account next. So an account can consist of alphanumeric characters, or a colon. I think that's the way we'll do it. Actually, we probably want to allow underscores as well, but the ones in our test only have letters and colon, so I think we can use one of these guys. Actually, I don't think we can use one of these guys because these assume we have a null terminated string. We don't necessarily, so yeah, let's just do it. Just make a length while these conditions hold true. Or pointer is a colon. We add one to the length and we add one to the pointer. And by the end we will have the length of the account name. So then we can do I'll just put an account. Obviously we have multiple accounts to a posting, but I'll just put one in there for now, just so we can make sure it works. Count equals string loop. Oh. Okay. Let's print out the account name. Cool. Okay. So we can parse out the account name. I'm gonna pull out the code for parsing the account name into a different function, or parsing the account lines into a different function, because we have to do them multiple times right off the bat for this first posting. Move this here. Actually, we'll just return chart pointer for now. That'll be the account name. Now we'll have to change this to this. Do posting.account. Something like that should do it. We might have some sort of off by one thing there. Oh, this buff. Yeah, there we go. Now we can parse the rest of the line. We should probably save a pointer to the account here, and then that should be a pointer. Then we parse a number, or well, we have to have white space first, so white space that isn't a new line. His space. Then we want to return null. We'll have to change the return type, obviously, because we have more than just the account name to return. Fish space buff. So now we have to eat all the space, so while buff plus plus then minus minus. Now we can do a do while space. So I'll just copy this condition. Yeah, okay. This was returning a bad value now, but we don't care about that. Then we parse the number. Obviously we're gonna have to do some things around dealing with decimal numbers, since we don't want to encode currency values in with floating point, because that can lead to precision issues. But for now we just have an integer, so we're going to parse the integer. Oh, is digit, right. Well, is digit buff. Val equals val times 10, maybe 10 times val plus buff minus 0, so we get the actual digit value. And then I'll go ahead and just print the value to make sure it's right. Nope, it is not right. What if we print buff up here? What do we get? Nine? Let's print the weird. Oh, maybe. No. Oh, we inverted the condition. That's better. And buff plus length minus. There we go. So now we have the value, and next we need the currency. So while we can do another one of the things to eat space up down here. Eat spaces up. So that'll give us optional spaces. While is alpha. Plus, and then we can print out the save a pointer to the currency as well. Currency, len, currency. Not quite, okay. Oh, we don't want to do this unconditionally. Want to see if we have space and then do it. There we go. That's the currency. And that's all the data we need, so we have all the data for the line. Now we have to make sure the rest of the line is white space. So while and is space buff. Check if buff equals new line. Then we break, otherwise we keep going. And now we can assign values. Of a posting line which has an account, a value, and a currency. And then we'll actually give a pointer here, PL. And then let's see. PL dot currency. And we should probably return how much of the buffer that was consumed. So that would be, I guess, ln minus length. Yeah, okay. And of course we can't return nulls here anymore since we're outputting using a parameter, so use assign size. Maybe you can just get away with an int. Okay, so now we can come down here, create the struct posting line. And we'll see if that works. Probably seg fault on us. Okay, let's print out the first line, or the data for the first line, which is a string, a number, and a string. Perfect. Oh, yeah, there's a leftover string there. Right now we're dynamically allocating these things. Might be able to get away with n turning into an array or something, because like the currency values will be repeated a lot. Account values will be repeated a lot, so it might be more efficient to go with n turning in the future, but For now, we just dynamically allocate them, and of course we're not freeing anything at the end. That's fine since it's a short-lived program. And actually we're not even checking for allocation failures here. So maybe we should do count equals null, or appeal currency equals null, and return -1. And of course they're small allocations, so they shouldn't fail. There we go. Same thing. And let's see. We have multiple posting lines, so let's see. Okay, so we want to set our pointer equal to NL plus 1 here. Actually, let's just create a length for convenience. Then we can do while length and pointer equals tab, since that's the character that starts the lines in a posting line. Used equals this, then plus equals used. Length minus equals used, pointer plus equals used. If used equals -1, return 1. And then we can print out the lines as they are parsed. Okay, so we only got one line there. Why is that? Let's print something here. I think we're getting -1 from the parse posting line function. No. Okay. Oh, did we leave the new line in? Might have left the new line in. Yeah, that's what we did. Okay, now we get a -1. But that's a good sign, because it means this is being executed twice. I want to see if this ends in a new line. It does end in a new line. Oh, right. So we want to, the second line is missing a currency value, so we want to allow no currency value. If that is the new line. And do PL account equals. We'll just write the account out and that's it. We have to signal somehow that the val is invalid, but we'll just leave it as 0 for now. Okay. Still a -1. Oh. Maybe that. Have we been getting here? No. Okay, so let's see what the value in buff is at this point. Okay, so it's exiting before this actually, so... Oh. Yeah, okay. I put it at the wrong spot. It's running before that even? Right, okay. Really? Now I'm confused. Okay. So let's see, it has to be returning at one of those top 2 spots, so let's see which one. I'll get rid of this thing for now. And then, presumably it's not getting down here. It is getting down there, okay. Oh, now it's working, what? Wait, if I get rid of... I'm confused. Okay, so that fixed it. I guess maybe I didn't recompile after moving it up here. But we're getting this value out, which is correct. And we're parsing the posting successfully. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. We have successfully parsed a posting. Of course, there's a lot of cleanup that needs to be done, and we probably want to move the posting code out to another function. That can be for later.